Hey folks, I'm Sir Glory, and welcome to part 20 of my campaign in Graviteam Tactics, Predators in the Mist. This is the Kolomak campaign. Last time out we got, I suppose, a strategic success over here, in that we managed to knock out 2 Tiger tanks, which we were not expecting. We did lose a few of our own T-34s, but I think that might be the end of the armoured resistance over here, and we can finally make our advance beyond this state farm that's held us up right from the start of the game. Obviously over here we've got our main attack for this objective point, and to drive a wedge in between the Stugs, which I think there are still a few Stugs there, and the centre of their line. So let's go ahead. Okay, and obviously I'm going to do most of the deployment offline here because we've got so many units. Where's our armour? 2, 5, 7, 10 tanks there, full company. And 2, 3, 4 plus 3 damaged. 1, 2 T-70s left and 1 T-34. Right. Okay. The ground looks fairly open, and the Stugs definitely aren't in this battle. Absolutely, definitely. Let's take you off and you. And if we have you over here, that's pretty good. Almost to the very back of the map. That's fine too. So I think that's where you'll sit. Right, that's okay, and we'll have the CO up here as well. You can maybe face more that direction. And what we're going to do with the advance, let's come off of that. Right, so that's a valley in there, and it's in their deployment area. Just thinking about driving the tanks in through the lower ground and then up into that area. These guys would be on overwatch. If you're down in here, for example, no, you can't deploy there. How about you? Could you deploy over here? You can, right? And if you're there, nah, it's not actually low enough ground. Nah, it's barely a dip. Yeah. That's the one thing about, I mean, I do like now setting up using the map, but the contour lines, well, no actually, I was going to say that they're not that helpful, but you can see It's only, what, a 21 metre drop in height over such a long area. Right. So I can't use this to advance unseen. There, I can see fairly well. Well, in that case, the advance might come along this road. When the time is right. That has to be this company here. Alright, you set in there. Can you start a bit further forward? Why not? Oh, we must be at the edge of the deployment zone. That'll be what it is. Maybe don't want to set up right there then. Let's do this. CO next. And of course, if these damaged tanks turn out to be immobilized, there's going to be some manoeuvring goes on there. Okay. Let's have T-70s up in here. And again, that's the edge of the deployment, isn't it? So I'll bring you back and then I'll set you forward again. Move these tanks back in here if we can manage it. Alright, okay, so got to be there. CO in there. No, not there. That's better. Let's put you on this height. Okay, not so good. Right, so you're there. That's fine. Your CO can go there. And then the mortars. If you're there, you can see bugger all. Right, so you can come forward to that point and then we'll have mortars in behind. Right, that's our armour. So I've set up the infantry off camera, but I'll probably have some folks advance up through there. Who's this? I've completely forgotten about these two platoons. I was thinking about them advancing, but no. I suppose they were just covered from this area down here. Anyway, we'll do that off camera and then I'll bring you guys back. Right, time to get this show on the road. So here's their deployment. We've set up a gun line right across, in fact it comes all the way down to here. But we've got a fresh company of T-34s in this sort of area. And then one of the beat up, or the most beat up company that's got the T-70s and some T-34s and some machine guns, all lined up along there. Another company of tanks, what there are of them, are in here. They're going to come up and advance up this road, hopefully. We've got a company of infantry in here to support that advance. We've got a company of infantry out here. I think this is Nikolaev's company. Where is he? There he is. No, that's not him. Who is this? Whose company is this? Is it Lebedev? Yes, it's Lebedev. So that's his company along there. Going to lead off with the main advance. This company is going to advance up that tree line, and we've got another company, Shubini's company, back here in reserve. I've not plotted any artillery yet, so I should perhaps do that now. I've completely forgotten about my artillery. Right, let's come back down here, see what we're aiming at. 120mm mortars here. Or howitzers, should I say, not mortars. I'm not seeing any signs of prepared positions, unless over here. Alright, there are no defences, it seems. Okay, maybe there are. So there could be something in that field there, and something in here. Nope, nothing visible. Right, what else do we have? 120mm mortars and Z3s. Now, are these positions in their deployment zone? Yes, they are. In fact, that must be where they are set up. Trying to recall what we did in previous attacks. I'm sure, did we not have anti-tank guns up there that we took out, or is it just a similar looking bit of terrain? Who knows? Anyway, let's call in some artillery here. And you have only smoke and shrapnel. I remember you. How much shrapnel? 20. Alright. In that case, I'm going to call in some shrapnel here. 3 per gun. No. 3 per gun. And then we do the same there. And I think we might put in a delay of 10 minutes. Switch to smoke. And then call in smoke along here. As much as you've got. Okay, right, anyway, that's you. I didn't even look to see what's the scatter like here. 90's not too bad. 60, that's just a typical. I should have paid more attention to where these guys are. Right, so your support, Shubna, you're really down here as well, but that's fine. Because you're more in reserve. Interesting crop circles here. Okay, let's find your plot. Where is it? There it is. And I'm just going to call in some fire here. You have 300 high-X. So let's go for 5 per gun. Yeah, call in some there. And we'll call in some up here, somewhere around here. And it's interesting, sitting there on its own. Let's call some in along here as well. And maybe do more like that. And we'll hammer this part just in case they've got anything in there. Okay, you're over here. Did this actually deploy you somewhere that you can... Yeah, so you're looking up into there, right enough. And up here, that's still our... No, that's their deployment area. Right, okay. Find me your marker. I need to select you and then I'll find your marker. And I think we'll just check and see how much. High X 188, right, we'll drop some there. Maybe just 3 per gun. No, let's go for 5. Plop some there, some on here, and some back in there. Actually, I'm tempted to switch to incendiary. Maybe drop it down to 3 here. And then round off with another 5 per gun. No, cancel that nonsense. High X there. Okay, Rudakov, Leontij, you're down here, and again you're sort of in reserve. I'm intrigued by these positions here. Is that ground features? You know, right, okay. Right. Give me this. And there's a few features across here. Now is this in their deployment? It is. Just about. So it's 570, 580 scatter. Alright, okay. We won't be doing that then. You come off for now. And now I've lost your plot. There it is. How about this? That's okay. That's in your line of sight. And there's something up here too, actually. So I think we'll just do the same here. We'll drop 5 per gun on that point, and then shift to there. Another 5. That looks a bit suspect, but I think I want to try and cover these points just in case. I don't really think there's anything there, but we'll saturate the area. Well, it's not really saturating it, is it? But we'll drop a bit more there. That's just about it. I don't know. Yeah, you've got 120mm mortars. And you've got some high X. There we go. Your line of sight. Yeah, it's okay. Got these points here. Yeah, this is going to be your task. I think it's better actually just to try that and give us 5 per gun. I might actually cycle through here a couple of times. 5 per gun, and then there. Then come back to here. Just do something like that. Okay, lots of support. Let's go ahead then and fight the battle. Now we see all the defensive positions coming in. And you're all positioned over there. We've got some up there, but nowhere near enough. We've got lots over there, probably wasted. You've got some up here. Yeah. I'm not convinced that's going to be any use either. And this up here. Yeah, it might distract these folks. Okay, never mind. Let's go ahead. See how we get on. So T-70's up here. Interesting engine noises, and that's the first of our artillery. Did I hear it fall? Maybe not. Where have we got a disabled vehicle in there? It's actually got a broken track. No. Chernigov, what are you about? Your friend's got a malfunction, but you should just be sitting still. You, mortar. Oh, like, it's wobbly, so people have abandoned it. But now we've got the first of our artillery falling. Jeez. Good morning. They set up incredibly far forward in no man's land. Alright, well, our recce troops have done their job and found them. Artillery's coming in the background. Lishev. And of course, you're all mixed around. It can't just be one section that's in here. Do you know, you don't need to waste all that ammunition. You can just go up, jump on the guy's head. I think there's one person. Number 3, looks like. Don't shoot your own. Jesus. Right. Okay, and now what do we have back here? Half track. And oh look! First time we've seen one of these in the campaign. I'm glad to see somebody's got. Looks like it's just a machine gunner's got line of sight on it. What can our tanks see from where they are? Like so you're firing at something. You can't see here. You potentially could see it. Okay. Right. I've got some infantry down here. You're engaging over there. Grav, where are you? I was going to send you up here. Just stay where you are actually with your heads down just now. Those machine guns will do their work. And over here, I'm guessing that you... Look at me using the binoculars like a pro. Yeah, you're shooting at those vehicles. I'd rather he shot at the anti-tank unit than the half-track. And that's had enough suppressed by the machine gun fire. I'm just looking to get out of dodge. The hell. Boom. Hell out of dodge, yes. And that's gone back into its hole. It's taken a couple of hits. I think it must be disabled. Damn bushes, trees, get out of the way. Okay, I think that's dealt with. So we did have some folks over there in amongst where the artillery was called in. Plenty of, and up here as well, it looks like. Plenty of machine gun fire. I suppose the other thing is we've got the tanks will be firing high explosive in there. That's not artillery. What's that? Who's shooting at me? Alright, guess it's time to move this gun line a bit. If I could find out. Deviato, well, you... Yeah, part of this company. Okay, let's view. Just move slightly further forward. Zerov, you're probably still okay back there. And down here we've got you. Let's view, come a bit further forward. Just to get away from where that artillery's falling in. And actually, Kolodkin, you're down in here. You're meant to be coming up to support this advance. So let's get you on the move up to there. Guns over there. Right, Kharkov. You get your heads up and try move covertly up to there if you can. Vahin, I want you again. Okay, heads up. I set you as group 1 and get your machine gun sections as group 2. Could you begin a recce up there? Group 2, just move up to there in a line. I've got weird little 45s down here, and they look to be targeting that gun. Come on, score a hit on it. Oh, get out the way, bushes. Trying to avoid the smoke and the foliage. Looks like it might have been taken out already. What is it? Is it a Schwere Infanteriegeschütze? Difficult to tell. Could go and have a look, but I like using the binoculars. Right, you're on the move up there. You can sweep in behind, if there's anything to sweep in behind when you get there. Hopefully you guys are going to all be mown down by our machine guns. We've got plenty of fire getting laid in down here. And is that our artillery finished already? 120. Who was that? Is that Shitov? Oh, you're dead. You get caught in the artillery barrage. Unfortunate. Right, let's get some folks up here on the move. Not Skripnikov, it must be... Let's get Balan to make the move. Heads up. And machine guns, group 4. Right, 3, I want you to assault into that position, just in whatever formation. Get into there, and group 4, you just shoot at them if you can. Let's have group 4, just move slightly further forward, set up a gun line there, and hopefully you'll start shooting up the hill. Still 1 or 2 folks left, I think. But it looks like that artillery wasn't wasted after all. Run, Forest. Yeah, I've still got a CO or a commander in there. Anyway, a couple of guys. And not seeing any signs of armour or anti-tank guns apart from this mass over here. Need to go back and have a look at that. But first we're going to get this company, as much as we can of it. I want you to advance up to there, move in column, single column to there, and then begin an advance up to here in line. And Beschiken, let's get you to stand up for a start. You must be group 5 by now, and you'll be group 6. Group 5, I want you to, and there's your smoke cover. Yeah, I want you to be attacking up there, and then along there. And group 6, I want you to just come forward up to here, deploy your guns, cover the advance. Right. Now this is where I needed my artillery to fall, and it's where I would have probably called it in if I could have seen it. Now I got a flak 88, fantastic. 2 flak 88s. Right, where's this infantry? We've got a truck back there, which is not any concern. You guys, you should all have your heads up. Very sorry. Very, very sorry. What are we at now? I think you're 7. And you would be 8. So, group 8. You just get into defensive positions there. 7. You continue trying this covert move up to there if you can, and then attack up to that point. Let's get you guys come forward there, set up your defences, the rest of you. Yeah, we need you to assault there. I wonder if our little 45's been taken out. In fact, it wasn't little 40. Well, I think one was a little 45. Or no, it wasn't. It was a pack, wasn't it? I remember now. I think it's a captured pack. Let's view. Attack right up to there, and then assault the last distance if you can. Yeah, so we had a captured pack, and we had one of our own infantry guns. You can't see down into that low ground. You all stood up, and I want you to manhandle your guns up to here. Alright. This group 2, you really need to come maybe over here. Can you fast move and then defend just somewhere that you can see into those positions. And the good thing is the 88s can't see across to our armour. Right. Machine guns here. Can you see? Sort of. It looks like there's one gun being put out of action, and its crew put out of action anyway. Right. It's pretty well protected. Unless that's just the crew. It looks like there's... Who did you just shoot at? It looks like there's a lot of infantry there, but it might just be the crews. Right. Just remembered I sent Kolodkin forward here, but I think he's still out of sight of the 88s over there. Just about. So you can just stay where you are for now. We'll have Gurev in here, begin advancing beyond you. There he is. In fact, where's your buddy? There he is there. Because I want to have you. You is group 9. I'm not convinced this is working. You is group 10. Did you take? Don't know that you did. You did that time. Right, okay. And it looks like it might actually have worked. So group 0. No, it's not taking these guys. Pattern. Try it again. No, it's only taking one. Well, it did it for the infantry. Never mind. It did it for the infantry, but it's not doing it for these guys. So let's have you rush forward to there, get into some sort of defensive position, and you can just begin and advance up here. I'm going to make sure that tanks over here can engage that infantry. So yeah, for the most part I think they're on the forward slopes here, so the tanks should be able to provide plenty of cover. I think we will send them a bit further forward though. So we've got, let's not send Kolodkin, let's just send the rest of the platoons to advance up to there. And here, Balan, what's left of you, still not too bad. In fact, they've offered us a ceasefire. Take advantage of that. We're going to get machine guns to run up to here. Fast move, and then defensive positions. Well, the rest of you attack up to there, and then through there. Absolutely not accepting this ceasefire just now. We need to deal with a lot of these folks, maybe not all of them. We definitely need to deal with these guns. You might be back in action, you're still in action. You're getting up. It's you. Yeah. Where are your machine guns? Down here. Alright, you're maybe not quite far enough forward. I'm going to send you fast forward to there. Fast forward, fast move to there. I'll try and lay down some more suppressing fire. You, what is your orders? How far are you to? I don't want you to actually carry out those orders. I've changed my mind entirely. I just want you to get into defensive positions there, gather yourselves, and then we'll send you into an attack. Looks like some of these guys might be withdrawing. Down here. Machine guns, are you engaging? Yes, no, maybe. It doesn't look like we're taking a lot of fire from these positions. There's the odd rifleman, it seems. But I think our gun line's done a good enough job of suppressing them. Where are we in terms of the objective? Nowhere near. We're just beginning to breach into their area. I've done more over here. In fact, we just found a gun over here as well. Where is it? Have we destroyed it already? No, there it's there. Right. So, just where I sent my tanks. Balan. You're group 3. You assault that position. We've lost 2 tanks, at least. Should be more somewhere around. I should have paid attention to this, perhaps. You're in there laying smoke. You're dead as well. You're injured, disabled, you're destroyed. And you didn't, in fact you had a malfunction. You were acting strangely early on. Damn. There's a couple of anti-tank guns up here. I should really have scouted the area out before I sent my tanks in. Right, what else have we got in here? So group 5. You take up defensive positions there for now, and let's bring machine guns a bit further forward as well. Is that pack able to see down here? I don't think it is. And I'm actually thinking I'm going to send these. Well, no, the pack must have been able to see some of these guys, unless the artillery took them out. No, that must have been the packs up there. Okay. Guns still in action. Let's get the machine guns to come up here. Fast move, please. And the rest of the infantry, come up there, take up your defensive positions, gather yourself, and then you can attack. Over here, I'm not liking having this number 7 down here. I'm supposed to have gathered up all here by now. Couldn't it solve the issue? A couple of you back there. There's quite a few of you back there, but some of you might be just the machine gunners though, I suppose. So we're going to take 7 and have you assault up into there. Disable that last gun for me, please. It's been abandoned. And that being the case, Kolodkin, let's have you begin an advance up to here. Kuprov, you're a bit further back than I would like, so you advance up to there. You could actually advance up here, and we'll bring Commander and more to the centre as well. Machine gunners, how are you doing? What are you doing? Could you target that, please? So we've still got some infantry up there, gathering up. Where are you off to? Just here's fine. Anywhere. You're going to dive in the bushes. Oh, I thought you were in a great position. You're about to pull the trigger and you get taken out. Who did that? Do we still have enemy up here? Don't know. But anyway, let's have a look at this guy here. Yeah, shoot that gun. Nice. Well, don't shoot the gun, shoot the crew. Maybe, was it you? Did you shoot your friend in the back? It would surprise me. And having said that, you're taking fire, I think, from somebody down there. The gun's still active, obviously. Right, I need you to go and attack that, take it out. Still seemingly have a gun active in here. You should be able to attack in there. We've got these men up somewhere around here. Group 1. The machine gunners. Can you not provide cover for these guys? Let's get you to run forward to there. Group 1 and Group 2. So all of Ivanin's men. And what happened to the guns? Searching. You did move up somewhat. Let's get you all to carry on. Yeah, move up to there. Again, there's a fair number of enemies still over there. But these guys were meant to be providing some sort of support to that attack. Right, we're going to have you instead assault up into there. And where are your machine guns? Some of you down in here. I mean, what sort of support are you providing? I'm going to set your priority targets as them for now. I don't think you really need to worry about him. These guys here are more of the threat. Right, I'm going to have Group 1 from over here. Let's try frontal assault down into there. The guns are all, I think, decrewed by now. And you're driving them off. I'd be surprised if they're actually standing. We just need to keep driving them back, I think. Does look like they're all withdrawing. Alright. Okay, so we have everybody in here. In fact, it should include 9 and 0 over here too. So let's have you guys. I don't want the folks up in the background though. Try it again from here. Nope. From about here. Did you... just attack. Attacks in front, buttoned. And maneuver. Yeah, go ahead, do that. Oh, I saw some people there with their heads down. It's not 9, is it? That must be actually some of the folks in here. Yeah, you get heads up. And I might have picked up a CO or a spotter or somebody as well. Right. What have you done over here? Okay. That gun has been eliminated, but I don't think Balin's in very good shape. You should be holding position. Machine guns were supposed to have come up there for a defensive position as well. Pavlenko, you would be safe to come forward if I could find Pavlenko. Oh well, I guess. Ah, you're still showing up as a tank. But you're immobilised, of course. Alright, what we do have, hopefully, still a couple of T-70s. Let's get you to attack up into there. Provide some extra support. And you know, I might send your CO up with you too. Devyatov. Well, Devyatov's platoon are still around, just low on ammo. Oh, we've run out of time. Okay. Overall, good enough result. Interesting thing to see will be whether we've captured the sector. It looks like we have from this. Killed twice as many of them as they killed of us. Lost 3 vehicles, only 3 tanks. I suppose one of them looked like it had just been abandoned. One of the ones over here. There was 13 vehicles, 1 damaged. Okay. 34.4 captures, that's excellent. You transport 5 guns. An SPG. They captured nothing. We lost 3 tanks. They didn't have any. So a quick look at the battlefield. Yes, this tank here I thought had just been abandoned, perhaps. Yeah. But some shots from a Pank 42. One of them definitely penetrated there. Another one came in at a strange angle into the engine deck. Okay, and the other one is easy to spot. So several hits, 4, half a dozen hits maybe. Yeah, that's what you get for driving out in front of Panks. Same story for you. Although, did you just take the 1 hit? Looks like it. But, good hit. So that's obviously the 3 tanks that we lost. There were some T-70s in here. But you just abandoned. Shat yourself because you saw Pack 42 shooting at tanks. Looks like you didn't take any damage. Same with you. Okay. Right, anyway. So, well, we did actually manage to drive fairly far in after all. That was a good result. But let's get back to the operations map. Okay, some exhausted folk in here, but battle group was defeated, another one was routed. So, and we've achieved that objective point, and we've split these guys off from the rest of the force. So, mission accomplished. We've got 3 turns left. We've still got these 2 objectives plus this one to take. We do need to come back here with armour. That was the plan. Because of their big tanks. We'll see. We might just try and overwhelm them with infantry. Anyway. I'm going to put a break in here and we'll run through the end turn next time out. So for now, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. Please leave me a comment, rate the video, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content, and I hope to see you again next time. Cheers.